Episode 61 The Tyrant. One day in the Enchanted Forest, summer arrived. Jiminy Cricket went off to visit Feline after he left his tree home. Meanwhile, at the den, Jiminy found Feline, who was crying out tears of sadness. Feline told Jiminy about her argument with her unfriendly father. Later that day, Feline took a ride on Thomas the Tank Engine as Jiminy tries to cheer her up. Elsewhere, Lord Todd and Sheriff Copper sang Obsession as they remembered their childhood memories. At the old castle, Copper was kidnapped by Karis and a humanoid lion called Lord Congo. When Thomas saw what happened, he allowed Feline to battle the putties and rescue Copper. Lord Congo chased Feline to a waterfall, but Copper rescued the fawn. Lord Congo fell down the waterfall. Later that night, Copper brought Feline to her mother, Ina. Soon, Jiminy became Feline's sidekick. Episode 62 Lord Todd. One day in the autumn, Feline and Jiminy are spending time with Bambi, Thumper, and Flower. Somewhere in the Enchanted Forest, the animals befriended Fluttershy, Rainbow Dash, and Pinkie Pie. After Feline sang Summer Rain, she was getting picked on by Karis, but Bambi rescued her and confronted the stag. Suddenly, Copper appeared in a girl costume. Karis grew terrified and fled, never to be seen again. After Copper left, Feline embraced Bambi. Later that night, Copper visited Lord Todd at the castle. With help from Jiminy, Bambi used the Zeo Crystal and became a superhero called Darkwing Deer. Episode 63 The Green Tyrannosaurus. In the morning, Copper performs a talent show with Bambi and Flower in the village. After Flower sang No Strings, Thomas the Tank Engine took the skunk, the fawn, and the hound back to the Enchanted Forest. Meanwhile, at the old castle, a wicked alien called Lord Zed moved in with Goldar and Rano. After he plotted to rule the forest, the wicked deer sent a green Tyrannosaurus to hunt down Bambi. Later that night, the green dinosaur and some of Rano's followers battled Tommy Oliver. At the mountains, the dinosaur found Bambi. With help from Billy the Blue Ranger, Bambi changed into Darkwing Deer and battled the putties. The dinosaur tried to catch Bambi, but it fell off a cliff. The next day, Bambi and his friends celebrated their victory as they sang Don't Fight It. Elsewhere, Todd the Fox befriended Feline. Episode 64 Banishment. One rainy day, Copper sang Shape of My Heart as he explored the abandoned farm. Later, in the village, Copper visits Bambi at animal school. The fawn tells the hound about some of his mighty moves. After Bambi went back to the forest, Copper worries that his new friend will end up like Todd the Fox. The next day, at the old castle, Rano bathed and have a meeting with the ghost of Scar. Meanwhile, Scar sent Todd to bring Feline to Rano. But then, in the forest, when Todd growls at Feline, she grew terrified and sad. Ashamed, Todd told the fawn to run and save herself. Humiliated, Feline ran into the forest. Episode 65 The Little Cottage. Jiminy Cricket sees Feline outside of his tree and followed her. As they walked, Feline told Jiminy about what happened. Soon they met the 7 dwarfs at the little cottage. Bambi and Flower find Feline and Jiminy. The animals went home with Thomas the Tank Engine. Later that night, Ronald sang Everybody Wants to Rule the World as he plans to have Feline for himself. Episode 66 The Wolf. One sunny day, Bambi rescued Feline from a wolf named Noodles. After the wolf fled, Feline was afraid to tell Bambi about her relationship with Todd the fox.